Hello Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 29th going to the 4th of February. So we are going to dive straight in, all right? Let's see what is going on for you guys. My lovely Aries. We also have another deck, the Light Seers deck, which is going to clarify. All right, so let's see. Your overall energy for the week is the 5 of Cups, Aries. All right, maybe focusing a little bit too much on what has gone wrong. Of course, there has been some disappointments. According to this card, things might not be going to plan, or there might be some things that are making you a bit upset. Could be things that happened ages ago, or could be quite more recent things. The 5 of Cups comes in as a reminder of there are some things that we can look at that will make you feel a bit better, but it is a choice. The 5s in tarot or in numerology anyway represents necessary changes. So these are things that will help your life move forward a little bit more. But let's see. 5 of Cups, Justice card. These could be some disappointments in relation to either a Libra or feeling like there is an injustice in your life, an imbalance. All right, things just have not been fair, and that's completely fine to feel that way. But again, it's kind of worse when we think too much about it. Like, don't halt your life, or don't put your life on hold just because somebody did something that's not fair to you, because now you're not being fair to yourself, because you're not allowing yourself to move forward because you're just thinking about these unfair events. All right, it becomes a vicious cycle and a vicious circle. So this week it will really be about making things a little bit more balanced in your life, okay? Focusing on the truth of the situation. Don't allow yourself to be gaslit, of course, Aries, but at the same time, don't hold on to, give yourself the power back, basically. The things that have happened in your life do not define you. Sure, they give us a story, and they definitely do give us lessons, but it's our choice at the end of the day to do something about it. And this is you calling your power back. And I would say that is a very big bit of advice to bring balance into your life, is to call your power back. Pay attention to what you're focusing on. If you're focusing more on the things that have happened in the past or things that have upset you, then you're just going to feel an injustice overall. You're going to feel unbalanced. If you focus on things that you do still have and the gratitude you have for it and the happy things that you want to bring into your life, then things change. Your mood changes, all right? So let's see what else Spirit has for you. What's your challenge this week? The 4 of Pentacles. So 4 of Pentacles is a card of holding on or holding back. It could be maybe dealing with quite some stubborn people. Okay, or again, it could be our own inability to open up or to release something. Now, 4 of Pentacles, it reminds me of the King of Pentacles before he really truly understands money, which is interesting. Or not just money, but like resources, like what it really means to have wealth. And that could be anything. This is on the bottom of the deck, okay? So that is an overall theme as well, to be honest. So you are stepping into stability. This could be paying more attention to your wealth, to your finances, or to your stability in life in general, to your... you could very well be just focusing a lot more on a materialistic side of things, which is not bad. This is you just trying to get your life in order, basically, is what it feels like to me. But you might be your own blockage here, or again, a stubborn person around you could be a bit of a challenge here because something's not budging, okay? If that is you, then we need to understand that what we're holding on to might not be as valuable as we need to, or we might not need to hold on to it as tightly as we're holding on to it. Resources, things that you feel are important to you is represented by these pentacles. So, these events that may have happened to you and how it made you feel may be important to you, but holding on to it is not giving yourself room to grow or grow what you have. Similar to finances or whatever, we need to leave space for room to grow. If we're holding on or holding back too much, it can be a bit of a challenge. So 4 of Pentacles in your challenge, let's see, Aries. 4 of Wands. Now, this is where we want to go. This is a card of celebration and success. This is a card of union. Could very well be proposal for some. For others, it could very well be just something to celebrate here. So, but this is coming up in your challenge position. That could be victory, but something is blocking that victory, okay? And it is very well, it could be you, it could be someone else. I'll allow you to decipher what it is in your life, because it will be different for everybody. But the Four of Wands is allowing yourself to have fun, to celebrate. There is you coming to a milestone or something. Usually the Four of Wands kind of is like reaching a goal. So there could be a challenge of reaching a goal because of an inability to open up or to move, all right? You could be feeling like sometimes the Four of Pentacles, again, is holding on to a standard. Like, nope, I'm not being flexible at all. I'm not opening up. I'm not doing anything because it's supposed to come to me and that's how it's supposed to be. You know, that is completely closed off and closed-minded. And that stubbornness is stopping you from actually expanding and growing, okay? Or again, someone needs to get in your surroundings, someone needs to loosen up a little bit, all right, and there will be success when that happens. Right, let's have a little look and see what they want you to focus on this week is your independence, okay? This could very well be to do with the things that you're building for yourself. So she's in her garden here and she's planted all of these seeds in the past. Now she's able to enjoy them. She's taking life slowly. She's at ease here. She's enjoying her time to herself. The pentacles in the background kind of represent the fact that she has more than enough. She has things that she's saving and holding on to and other things that she's able to spend. It's about having some sort of balance in her life. So for some of you, if this is financially, there could be a need to... I'm trying to remind myself of a kind of one of the universal laws of movement. What is it? I wouldn't waste your time trying to think about it. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, which I don't know if you will, then then leave it down below. But it's almost like you kind of need to allow things to flow out so that they can also come back in. Like when you're rigid, your boundaries, your borders are closed, nothing's coming out, nothing's coming in, nothing's changing, okay? But with this energy, if you let some go, you understand it's coming back. So it's almost like what you need to focus on is being in an energy of like attracting and understanding what comes to you will come to you. What you deserve and what you've put out into the world will come back to you. Right? Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Being in your own space is definitely something that you are being asked to focus on. And you have this wild card. So a new cycle coming into your life is what they're wanting you to focus on, is starting fresh, a clean slate. Is what they're asking you to focus on here. For some of you, there very well could be a message coming in regards to your money, or that's something that you're attracting in as well as some sort of wealth, financial independence as well. The wild card is a glow up, by the way. So there is a glow up happening when it comes down to your energy, Aries, and when it comes down to probably, most likely, either your money, your resources, so having more time, having more energy, based on something that needs to change. And again, it's that closed off energy. All right, now let's have a little look and see in your recent past, Aries. You have the Eight of Cups. In the recent past, you have walked away from something that has not been serving you. Let's clarify that. That could be feelings, emotions, people, situations. Eight of Cups. The Tower. With you have the Knight of Swords underneath the deck as well. So it's very likely that you guys discovered something, or a message came in, or some information came in that really shook up the foundation of something and caused you to leave. All right, so whether this was a rude awakening, some of you chose to actively leave something behind. So again, maybe you discovered something about a boss, or there was an argument or a separation, and things kind of fell apart and you left. Or maybe this is in a relationship, you discovered something, or something just didn't sit right with you and you left it behind. You walked away from it because you realized that it's not what you expected or not what you need in your life. The Tower usually happens when something is not built on the right foundation. So it's divine intervention. Something came in external to you, told you the truth about something, or showed you something, or made you aware of something, and it caused you to leave something behind, okay? This could be the very thing that you're still upset about. It's like has been an injustice. All right, your strengths this week is the Ten of Wands. Now that is interesting. This reminds me a bit of a donkey. I don't know why that's coming up, like in terms of maybe how you might be feeling, for example, or your strength. I'm not calling you a donkey either. I'm just saying you can carry a lot more weight than you really thought of yourself. And they are saying that this is your strength. You are coming to the end of a very exhausting journey. So don't worry, this will be over with very soon. A big help of that will again be opening up a little bit more, having fun a little bit more, and not being so tight and rigid. Like, I don't know who I'm speaking to. I'm so sorry if I'm insulting anyone. But it's like what you're paying attention to will really help you out a little bit, because it feels like you're coming to the end of a difficult journey, but your strengths here is that you can carry a lot more than you think, and you are exhausted, and don't worry, that will come to an end. But you can carry more weight on your shoulders than most people can. You have the strength about you that means that, all right, you faced a lot of challenges, but you're still able to move forward. Okay. The way that you can handle something is your strength this week. And I think maybe knowing that you're coming to the end of the journey might also help with that strength, to be honest. Let's clarify the 10 of Wands. The 6 of Wands, success, victory. All right, so that will be your strength. I think for a lot of you, the things that you've gone through in life will really be like your success story. For example, like, I don't know if you end up being like a mentor for what you've been through, you know, in your industry or in your life in general. You know, you could end up writing a book about it. You could end up being a public speaker, a motivational speaker. You could end up being a mentor, again, in your industry, because of what you've learned about it, because of the things that you've endured through it. What you have endured will be a part of your victory, is what I'm sensing here. That's what it's coming through. Especially, it does impact your work. I will say that. This is a really good energy to have, though, because again, the spotlight's on you. Your strength is that you will be in a spotlight. All right, so that is almost like your next chapter. Let's see your near future. Ace of Pentacles, a new way of making money. This could very well be like a new job, again, a new stream of income for some of you, a really solid plan, a really solid idea that is going to be in your life for quite a long time, to be honest with you. This is good because, again, it seems like what you're working towards is this King of Pentacles. So this is very well going to be the thing that helps you to achieve a goal here. Let's clarify. Ace of Pentacles. I'm hearing, don't be afraid to start again. For some of you, what you're holding on to is kind of like what is left of something that kind of fell apart. You know, like, say for example, you started a project with somebody, they ended up being someone that you don't want to work with anymore, but you're holding on so tightly to that idea instead of changing it up a little bit or making it also adapt. I think a very big key theme for you guys as advice would be to make sure you're adapting to the changes that happen. Ace of Pentacles. Let's see. Page of Cups. Something's going to come as a surprise to you. This is a very emotional situation that's going to come into your life. The Page of Cups is an emotional surprise. It's something that's going to make you feel very emotional. Usually I can't tell whether it's for good or for bad, but in this case, this is very good news that's going to come your way, that's going to give you a new way of making money, all right, which is very good. A new stable foundation even as well. So that could be a new home, that could be something that you feel like you've lost, all right, an opportunity in general, but it's to do with the longevity of something. Your emotions this week, Aries, is the Queen of Pentacles. I do like that. This is a woman of luxury. I always say that because that is the definition of her card, to be honest. She is sitting surrounded by the luxury that she's built for herself a long time ago. She planted the seeds a long time ago. She's able to sit in it. So compared to what you're actually trying to bring into your life, Aries, you're already acting as if you've got it, which is good. That's not bad. It's not a bad energy to have. This is someone of high value, so the way that you're feeling is quite stable, which is interesting. I think it's because you know what you are worth, and maybe you feel like you've been betrayed with that, or someone has taken that from you, or whatever that injustice is, but it's not changed anything about you. You are still that person, all right? So let's clarify it. The Nine of Wands, yeah, you're definitely on the defense. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. So yeah, this is good. It's showing strength. It's showing resilience. This is you kind of protecting yourself emotionally. I think that you are having this not cold exterior, because none of this really represents that, but the Nine of Wands is someone who is on guard, ready to protect themselves, ready to, do that last fight to prove, to get what it is that they want. So that's quite good in the sense that you're not backing down despite what's happened. I just think you just feel like there's a bit of injustice, okay? But this is a good energy when it comes down to fighting for your worth and the life that you know that you're deserving of as well, to be honest with you. Right, your environment this week, chaos, all right? This is where the problem is. All right, this is a conflict, this is competition, this is fights, this is arguments, these are childish people, this is just a conflict of interest even as well. So in your environment, there could be a bit of chaos going on, could be, again, difference of opinions that are causing a little bit of mayhem around you. All right, clarify the Five of Wands. The Chariot. That's quite interesting. I think it's about, with this combination, in terms of your environment, for some of you, you definitely could be moving away from a conflicting environment. Maybe that's people that you live with and there's just a lot of chaos or toxicity or whatever, like a lot of arguments, a lot of back and forth, a lot of competition. You're moving away from those kinds of environments. You're showing up as a Chariot here, which is good. This tells me that you are focusing more on your goals, which is great, and it's exactly what needs to be brought into balance, which is amazing. You're doing what you need to do this week. The Chariot is also Cancerian energy, so yeah, this very well could be your home and your living situation or your family. All right, but anyway, the Chariot coming through, determined, focused on the goal. Moving away from the conflict will probably be the best advice here, because it seems to be slowing you down, or it's just messing up with your energy, to be honest with you. So getting on the road for some of you, again, could be travel, could be movement or moving. Could be very important, or just chasing your dreams, focusing on your dreams and not the conflict or the chaos that's around you. For some, I am completely aware we can't just get up and pack our bags and leave. A lot of the time, it's really about creating a safe space for yourself so you can still focus on your goals and not allow that toxic behavior to kind of get to you. Like, creating emotional distance is a very important thing, because I grew up in a very toxic household. I couldn't pack my bags, didn't even have a job. I was too young to even make money, so I knew I had a long time still being in that environment. So what I did was I managed it differently. I was no longer focusing on the injustice of it and what that person said to me, what they did to me. I'm now focusing on, all right, this is my sacred space. My room is my sacred space. And I would just do things that would bring me joy and would help me in whatever way. So that's the focus here. And maybe some advice for you guys. Now, overall energy for you is Judgment. This tells me, which is also very good to come through with the Wild card, because it is kind of this clarity. You are getting clear on what it is that you need to do to move on to the next chapter of your life, which is great. Could be reconciliation. Doesn't have to mean that you get involved with one another, but it is about learning a lesson about that, forgiving it, so that you can find peace and move forward. So again, the way that you're handling conflict, the way that you're handling injustice, you're setting yourself free, okay? Which is good. I think that means you're dealing with the challenge. Whatever has been holding you back, you are reaching a milestone. You are kind of focusing more on yourself, your independence, your new beginning, your glow up, which will initiate a new chapter. Let's just quickly clarify the Judgment for you. Five of Pentacles reversed now. So this is being a financial lack, feeling not good enough, not feeling supported enough, is a card of like a lack of mindset. Because this is coming through with Judgment, this is really good. You're setting yourself free from this energy of feeling upset, feeling disappointed, feeling hopeless. It's almost as if you've now got up, took the key, put it in the door, and you've opened a door for yourself. And that was a big lesson to learn. Almost like the vibes I want to say of like you realize and recognize that no one was really going to help you to open the door, and it was something that was unfair because other people get the opportunities to have help, but instead of comparing yourself, all right, and that could be what that conflict is, you're not focusing on the comparison, you're not focusing on those conflicting thoughts, you're actually focusing on bringing that balance into your life. And okay, if no one's going to help me, I'm going to do it myself. And there is huge power in that. And I guarantee you, at least financially and career-wise and stability-wise, like your assets, your material wealth, for example, your structure, you're gonna make it, basically, is what I'm seeing. There's a lot of success here, so you can handle it. I know it's tough, I know it's unfair at times, I know it's a bit annoying, and I know some people are gonna have a go at me in the comment section. I know, like, if I could control the world, it would look so much different. I'm sure it would if anyone could control the world, but things are unfair. People are assholes. Let me just say that. People are a bit annoying. People are idiots. Some people. But we can't allow that to be the main focus, because now all that you're paying attention to is idiots. We need to move away from that perspective. We need to go, all right, what's the next focus? Like, I know that this is not what my life is going to be like forever. When you take control of your life, you start to actually see that you're in control of your life. Okay, not everything, but really the direction that it goes to, what goes in, how you navigate the train. If you imagine it, your life being like a train on the tracks, there are different crossroads that we can go to, okay, to change things up, to move in a different direction, okay. Just remind yourself of that. When it comes down to decisions that you get to make, that can really control your destiny, can really change things. So where you're focusing on, where the train is heading, is very important. All right, if that makes sense. All right, and please let me know down below, Aries, if this resonated for you. Let me know. Come back to me next week when it's all happened and let me know as well. But anyways, I wish you guys all the best. I send you my love, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right,